Hello and welcome to GameGen. If you're into colony sims, base building, and the satisfying chaos of managing a growing settlement while juggling all kinds of challenges, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into some exciting upcoming colony sim games, along with a few base builders that really stood out. Whether you enjoy surviving on alien planets, managing medieval towns, or just love seeing a tiny village turn into a bustling hub, there's a bit of everything here. First up, we got Sintopia. Sintopia is a weird and wild mix of a god game and a town builder, coming to early access in 2025. Basically, you're running the bureaucratic nightmare that is hell, making sure sinners get what they deserve so that their souls can behave better in the next life. Oh, and you're also billing heaven for your services, because, come on, even hell's gotta get paid. You'll be designing the layout of your own underworld empire, hiring little demon workers called employees, and keeping everything running smoothly. If you mess it up and too many sins sneak through, get ready for a demonic invasion. But what really makes Sintopia stand out is its two-layered system. You control both hell and the human world. That means you can do things like cast a spell to motivate lazy people, or just burn their house down for the fun of it. Eastern Era. Eastern Era is a martial arts survival sim where you rebuild a fallen sect from scratch. But heads up, there's not a lot of info out there in English yet. From what we've seen, you play as a sect leader who escapes with a group of disciples and starts over in the wild. You'll be managing everything: farming, hunting, training in martial arts, crafting weapons, and constructing a base to survive in a harsh, ever-changing world. Disciples have real needs: hunger, rest, even entertainment, and the environment can throw all kinds of challenges at you. As you grow stronger, you can explore ruins, find legendary techniques, and decide whether to ally with other sects or crush them to dominate the martial world. It mixes base building, survival, and strategy with a rich martial arts setting. Ascent of Ashes. Ascent of Ashes is a colony sim with a big focus on tactical combat and survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Think RimWorld, but with real-time with pause combat and way more control over your survivors. You're not just managing hunger and shelter, you're rebuilding society after everything's gone wrong. The world is dangerous, full of hostile factions, mutants, and ruins to explore, but the level of detail in both colony management and combat makes it feel super immersive. You can assign jobs, design your base, upgrade your gear, and even customize your survivors' behaviors in combat. Plus, vehicles are in the mix, so you can gear up and hit the road. It's being built with mod support in mind as well, so the community can really make it their own. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out the channel and lets me know you want more content like this. Alright, back to the video. Frostpunk 1886. Frostpunk 1886 is a full remake of the original Frostpunk, set to launch in 2027 and built using Unreal Engine 5. It's not just a visual upgrade though. It'll feature new mechanics, laws, content, and even a brand new purpose path to give both newcomers and returning players something fresh. The name 1886 ties into a key moment in the Frostpunk world, when the massive storm hits New London. And good news if you've been hoping for mod support, it's finally happening, thanks to the new engine. Even though they're working on this remake, the devs at 11-bit Studios aren't leaving Frostpunk 2 behind. It's still getting big updates, DLCs, and a console release. Basically, fans are getting two Frostpunk games growing side by side, one going forward and one reimagining the original in a bigger, better way. Wild West Pioneers. Wild West Pioneers tosses you into the dusty frontier and says, "Good luck, partner." You're building a settlement from scratch in the Wild West, managing resources, building structures, and dealing with everything from outlaws to animal attacks. It's a city builder, sure, but one with a strong survival twist. Bad weather, bandits, and limited supplies will keep you on your toes. What's cool is how much freedom you get. You can manage your people's roles, customize the town layout, and really shape the kind of frontier community that you want. Want to go peaceful and trade-focused? Go for it. Or maybe lean into the classic Western grit and build a stronghold with armed guards. The art style's got that charming low-poly look, and the gameplay balances chill building with moments of real tension. All Will Fall, physics-based survival city builder. All Will Fall isn't your typical city builder. It's more like a chaotic playground where gravity is your greatest enemy. You're building a town in a brutal world, but everything you place has real physics behind it. Mess up your structure and it'll literally collapse on itself, or on your poor villagers. You'll need to gather resources, plan smart layouts, and keep everyone alive while the environment, and your own bad design, tries to take them out. It's gritty, unforgiving, and packed with those hilarious moments where everything goes wrong in the most dramatic way possible. Think of it as a survival sim where your buildings can betray you at any time. After Ink Revival. After Ink Revival takes the post-apocalyptic setting and flips the script. You're not a survivor scrambling for scraps, you're the CEO of a shady megacorp trying to rebuild and profit from the ruins of society. It's part city builder, part survival strategy with a heavy focus on moral choices and corporate manipulation. You'll build facilities, manage desperate survivors as employees, exploit what's left of the world's resources, and decide just how far you'll go to stay on top. Help people, exploit them, or do both. It's your call. The art style is stylishly bleak, and the atmosphere drips with dystopian tension. Every decision has weight, and the consequences can be surprisingly dark. Hotel Galactic. Hotel Galactic is stepping into a cozy Studio Ghibli movie. If that movie lets you run a whimsical intergalactic hotel, you play as the manager of a colorful animated space inn that's seen better days, and your job is to bring it back to life. You'll decorate rooms, hire quirky staff, and welcome bizarre alien guests, each with their own personalities and weird little requests. The art is handcrafted and full of charm, giving the whole place a warm, magical vibe. But there's more to it than just looking cute. You've got to manage resources, keep customers happy, and slowly expand your hotel into a bustling cosmic destination. It's chill, creative, and packed with personality. Honestly, it looks like a total vibe. Dawn Apart. Dawn Apart drops you into a gritty, industrial sci-fi world where survival means building smart and mining hard. You crash land on an alien planet full of hostile terrain, extreme weather, and barely any resources. And it's your job to build a functioning colony out of all that chaos. It's a factory building survival game with co-op, meaning you can team up with friends to automate production lines, fend off threats, and slowly turn your struggling outpost into a high-tech stronghold. Think Satisfactory, but with more danger and a stronger focus on survival. You'll have to carefully plan your layout, keep machines running smoothly, and make sure that your team doesn't freeze to death when the next storm hits. It's all about adapting, expanding, and outsmarting the brutal environment. Earth from Another Sun. Earth from Another Sun is like Mass Effect meets Mountain Blade in a massive sci-fi sandbox. You're not just a soldier, you're building an empire across the galaxy. You can trade, explore, conquer planets, and take part in massive battles with hundreds of units, all while upgrading your gear and gathering allies. One moment you're jetpacking into a skirmish, the next you're managing a space station or deciding political moves. The mix of FPS combat and large-scale strategy makes it feel like you're really in control of a growing galactic force. There's co-op too, so you can team up with friends to take over the stars together. It's ambitious, fleshy, and full of possibilities. If you've ever wanted to lead armies and blast enemies in first person at the same time, this is your game. Fata Deum, the God Sim. If you miss the old God games like Black and White or Populous, Fata Deum is your modern-day answer. You play as a god, shaping the lives of your followers either as a benevolent leader or a ruthless tyrant. Want to inspire devotion by blessing the land and making miracles happen? Go for it. Or maybe you'd rather rule with fear. Plagues, destruction, and straight-up smiting are on the table too. You'll compete with rival gods, sway the hearts of people, and build up villages to outshine your divine competition. Every action you take affects how your followers see you and what kind of god you become. With a sandbox-style design and moral freedom, Fata Deum feels like a true spiritual successor to the god game classics, but with a fresh coat of paint and more options than ever before. Dungeons and Kingdoms. Dungeons and Kingdoms is what you get when you mash up a classic RPG dungeon crawler with a kingdom building sim. One moment you're sending heroes into creepy dungeons to fight monsters and grab loot, and the next you're using that loot to expand your town, build shops, and make life better for your citizens. It's a clever mix. Your adventuring fuels your economy, and your economy supports your adventuring. You get to decide who lives in your town, who goes off questing, and how you grow your kingdom. There's also a fun, lighthearted tone to it all that keeps things charming instead of stressful. Whether you want to focus on managing your town or dive into battle yourself, there's a ton of freedom in how you play. Mars Attracts. Mars Attracts is what you'd get if 1950s sci-fi and colony management had a wild baby. You're not just building a Mars base, you're fending off weird alien invaders, managing jetpack-wearing citizens, and balancing retro-futuristic aesthetics with real strategy. It's got that old-school pulp vibe with ray guns, chrome rockets, and green-skinned troublemakers lurking in the dust storms. But beneath the quirky charm, there's depth. You'll need to manage resources, defend your outpost, and keep your people happy in the harsh Martian wilderness. Everything from domed cities to alien autopsies is fair game, and the art style makes it all feel like a lost comic book from the Atomic Age. Village Tale. Village Tale is a cozy, slice-of-life village builder where you start small and shape a peaceful little community in a lush, storybook-like world. It's all about relaxing vibes, meaningful progress, and watching your villagers go about their daily lives, farming, crafting, building homes, and forming relationships. But it's not just a sandbox. There's also a bit of story sprinkled in, a sense of history to the land, and the joy of slowly bringing life back to an abandoned settlement. You'll manage resources, help your people grow, and customize your town to reflect your playstyle. Whether you're into slow-paced decoration, light town management, or just want something wholesome and satisfying, Village Tale looks like the kind of game you boot up to unwind. The Omins. The Omins is a god game meets RTS, where you play as a divine being overseeing tiny folks called Omins. Cute but needy villagers who rely on you for everything from shelter to survival. You'll help them build villages, gather resources, train for battle, and keep their spirits high. But it's not just cozy village life. There's a looming threat from the destruction god Nefasto and his army of gross creatures called Gormons, who want to wipe your people off the map. Your secret weapon? A massive beast called the Guardian that acts like your anchor to the world. As long as it lives, you can unleash divine powers, healing your people or frying enemies with lightning. But lose the Guardian, and you lose everything. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to leave a comment below if any of these games caught your eye, or if there are other upcoming releases you'd like to hear about. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing for more gaming content in the future. Thanks for watching.